Pamanang Pinoy is an event series that we have monthly. Today we focus on pre-Filipino living traditions. We had Lane Wilcken and Kristian Kabuay share their practices. We pulled objects based on their presentations today.
And so generally anthropologists from UP will say, well, the tattooing tradition is about 1,000 years old. They're only basing it off these mummies. But there have been tattoo tools excavated in Cagayan that are dated at 3,000 years old. This is a practice that was millennia old. In fact, when the Spaniards first came to our islands, they did not name it after Prince Felipe of Spain in the beginning. They originally called our islands Las Islas de los Pintados, the islands of the painted people, because of the abundance of tattooing that they saw.
So there's the guaya, the bamboo in the back. I looked at it yesterday, and what's interesting is that the way the characters are written out, this one was much more simple compared to the other ones. So I could break down the characters, tell you what the characters were, but I didn't have the context of where it was found. Probably in Palawan, in Brooks Point, but who was the person writing it? I didn't know what the language was, because there's many different languages in Palawan as well as dialects. So I broke down the characters. So, you know, we have the I, na, ba, ga, da, na, ko. And then we have nga, po, ba, u, ma, nga, se, na, ka. So I sent it off to some colleagues of mine, and apparently that bamboo in the back, it is pretty much, it was a directive from the chief of that tribe to grow betel nut. So he's saying tumubo, to grow, so tumubo na ba kayo ang buyo. Buyo is the betel nut. So he's saying like, yes, we did grow it. So at saka sang ayon ako, ganun nga sa sinakupan ko. So basically he's saying that he's agreeing to the needs of the tribe, like to grow betel nut. It's true, you know. So that's what that context is. So now having that knowledge about it, you kind of have context, because those were used to hold betel nut, and then you would know that, all right, betel nut is an important item within the tribe.
I proposed that we had an event every month so that we could have the opportunity to, one, bring the community together, but two, also bring the collection out so people could see it and have more of a connection, because seeing the objects, for me especially, that's when I really found that connection and wanted to learn more about them and why we had them, how they came about, the history, all of that. Most of the collection is in storage. We have over 10,000 objects, and only one of them is on display. So for me, having these events is a way to reanimate the objects, and also a way for us Filipinos to own our roots by sharing our stories, thus co-curation.
In here is like a babalakay design. Babalakay designs were tattooed on the thighs of women and the throats sometimes. But baba lakay is short for babae, and lakay meaning male and female. So in a lot of mythological tradition, si laki, si bayi, or lalaki and babae are the primordial parents. So whenever we refer to each other as lalaki or babae. We're making a reference to our first ancestors. Whether or not that was the intent with this, I can't say with any certainty, but in other interpretations, these are stars. So it could be sitting under the heavens.